Lenny Matthews, and welcome to the LMS Extra Show, exclusive. You won't find it nowhere else on cable or nothing like that. Young gentleman I had the pleasure of meeting, but Steve runs the smoothies nights down here at Sisters. Oh, this gentleman, he has quite a resume. I want you to sit back here and meet. He wrote a book too. Yeah, we can advertise here. This ain't public access. We all public access now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marc Polite. Give him a big hand. Marc Polite, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well this afternoon.
And you have different occupations. What is it?
Oh, well, I mean, first off, I'm a writer.
A writer?
I'm also do like a lot of workshops and things. I recently did a workshop on social media at the local library. So that's kind of like my background.
Oh, you say you're a blogger, right?
Yes.
What's a blogger, brother?
Okay. Well, a blog is well, first of all, a blog is a shorthand for web blog, which is kind of like an online journal. So I mean that's a general idea, and you could have control over whatever kind of content you want, whether it be political, whether it's a fashion blog, whether it's entertainment, hip hop, whatever have you, whatever kind of content you want to put on there, it's up to you. So it depends on the person.
What you put on your blog, brothers?
Well, in my case, I'm particular because I tend to go towards the direction of political blogging, and I do social commentary, I do literary reviews. One of my most recent things that I've done is I've actually interviewed an author by the name, can I mention it?
Yeah.
I interviewed an author by the name of Kim Kirkley, and she has a book about ironically black men and marriages as well. And I like to I advertise the more positive aspects of our community. I like to talk about things that you may not see in the mainstream media. And I feel like that's necessary. So you might see a good number of things on my site. So try to keep diverse there.
Yeah, listen, if you keep it diverse here, you got Miss Williamson. You talk to Miss Williamson later. Maybe you can put something about her on your blog, right?
Okay.
And I can't forget Ellis Jones, right? That's okay with you? Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
well, let's talk about your book, brother.
Okay. So this is me. This is my first book, and it's a chapbook. A chapbook. The idea of a chapbook is it's not a full-length book. It's a book of poetry, and I've been writing poetry for 3 years. And it's just like something, it's like, like you have a hobby on the side that you really want to explore. And I just went ahead and did it, I just went ahead and just said, Mark, okay, let me just put something together. I've been performing in front of people for so long, let me just go ahead and be out there. Take a chance,
How you enjoy working with Steve or the Smoothie
Man,
Night?
Steve, he's an inspiration, man. Like, he's one of the people who actually motivated me to take this step.
Because Steve is a heck of a nice guy.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, wasn't here that Thursday, but I wish he was here today. But I figure he'll see this, and I give him his props.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. This one here, Stop Holding Back. Could you read that for me?
All right. So, this is one from the book, and it's about moving forward, and it's called Stop Holding Back, and it goes like this: It's time to say what I feel, and speak on what's real. For a minute, I spared feelings at the expense of strangling my own voice. It's like someone squeezing your vocal cords. How did I put up with it for so long? I think back on some of my interactions when I rarely spoke, far from dumb, even though many mistook quiet for slow. I never asked, why is it so? I just bared it, no grinning involved. 'Cause smiling is considered soft. And I didn't want to get labeled that. So I came to react like a silent film stand-in, not realizing the self-inflicted wound I was allowing to grow. When I shut down as much as I did, sullenly not trusting, but instead judging. No more, though. The days is over. I'm through living in the past. I'm not concerned with it. I learn from the past. I don't live in it. It's time, right? It's time to move on and be cool with what I've done. No regrets, no laments, no wish I could'ves, no wish I would'ves. Because sometimes we think we miss out on things, not realizing that how fortunate we are that these things miss us. It's time to push aside the nonsense and become who I was meant to be. And I can't achieve that if I don't stop holding back.
That's nice. Powerful.
Very
clear. Very clear.
Very good. That's what we got on the LMS Extra Show.
Wow.
You won't see it on cable. How's your book coming along? How's this book doing?
Oh, it's coming really well. I actually did the book signing here. And
Okay.
It was so I had a great crowd. People were supportive. Like I explained the background of what motivated me. People really came out. You know, like people supported. You know, I did the whole signature thing. You know, and that was its own reward. So it's doing pretty well online. Like it's, you know, on Twitter it's buzzing though. It's buzzing. People ask me to,
okay.
yeah. So people ask me about it. You know. So it's doing pretty well, you know, for my first thing out ever, you know. So I can't be mad.
You can't be mad. It run the gamut. A writer, an award-winning blogger, was it Marc, right?
Yeah.
Marc Polite offers his original. And what's it?
It's like like sarcastic.
Okay.
Yeah, like
From serious to sarcastic.
Yeah, because
okay.
I mean that's the thing. Like it's funny. I tend to have a sarcastic side, so you know, I try to keep it in check, but you know, so it's not to offend folk, but you can kind of use that as a literary device, and you know, it's worked for me, and I've managed to work it into a lot of my writing, and it can kind of be effective to the point where, you know how you joke about things, joke about serious things. You can flip it around and say and make people see the point by joking about it, you know. So
Your
that's how I come at
acknowledgement,
it.
you're top of your acknowledgements. You thank your wife. What's your wife?
Yes,
What's your wife?
of course. I mean, yeah, my sister. She's so like 110% supportive of me.
She comes here sometimes. Too.
Yeah.
She comes here. She's
Yeah,
very supportive.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
She does poetry too.
Oh no, she
But
doesn't.
she comes out and supports you though, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we say.
Definitely.
Stand by your man. Tammy Wynette, love Tammy Wynette, the great Tammy Wynette. And she supports you as being as a writer, right?
Yeah, you know, like definitely, because the times I'm away.
Also, too, you have a little one. Was your little one your big supporter too?
Oh yeah.
And like Raymond Smith, you got his little child pass out. Here's something for my daddy. I mean, you train them when they're young, huh?
Yeah, she's so supportive. She helps me get up early in the morning and write. That's you know, when she wakes up, decides to wake me up at I don't know 6:30. You know, it helps me write early. You know,
Also-
makes my day.
You also too, you thank Steve Pitts, the host of the Open Mic Nights at Sisters Uptown, and you thank Jennifer Wilson, the owner of the store. Why you thank Jennifer
Well,
Wilson?
I mean, like, I got to thank them because one, you know, the host, of course, first, like, and the second, you got to thank someone who created the environment that allows your art to prosper, because all artists need a platform, right? And if you don't have that platform to grow as an artist, then you're just gonna just keep it in your notebook, and nobody's ever gonna read it, you know. So I always give props to Jennifer, you know, whenever I can and everything. So because when you need that encouragement, and when you need that little push to kind of see that, oh, you know, maybe I should go further with this. And you know, Jennifer and Steve was there for me to be that, you know, that little push.
Give them a big hand. We have to support institutions. Like, I'm an institution supporter. I believe in supporting institutions that are doing something, and especially in our community, like Sisters, You know, I go down to I go to the dance theater, Harlem, I go other place, and because one thing they did say, which is true, I said I come down here. They said, well, one thing for sure, you know, I support. I said the dance theater, Harlem, as sisters, but especially I've been talking about the dance theater, Harlem. They're mentioning. They said, well, look, you could have gone someplace else. You could go on to some ALE or anybody else who has a dance company, but you came to support us, and it means so much. Give Jennifer and them a big hand, Sylvia. And we thank, and Elementary sure thank Jennifer very much too. And we'd like to thank you so much.
Thank you.
Marc Polite, everybody. On the LMS Extra Show. And we'll be right back.